Live from Uvalde, Texas, the Crossroads of Texas and America.
Texas Country at the Crossroads with Robert Miguel.
The best new country from the Lone Star State.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we're gotta turn the mic on, man. All right, so I got here a little bit late, so I'm a little frazzled. All right.
Do you want me to turn the gain up?
No, we're good. Everything's all right.
Where's your headphones, man?
I don't use headphones, man. Oh, pro, just like you, man.
I know.
Yeah, it's good
but
stuff.
You're supposed to look cool, even if they don't work.
Are you kidding me? They're more of a hassle.
That's
you
old
don't
school.
Think so? That's old school, man. I'm like, hey, man, I like ambient sound. It's all good. I like the birds, the crazy. But, yes, Robert Miguel here. We're doing Texas Country at the Crossroads, live at the Crossroads of America, Highways 83 and 90, two of the largest, longest, most beautiful highways in the great state of Texas and America, and a gentleman who has traversed them both many times, I'm sure, over the years.
Absolutely.
I've got Mr. Dale Phillips here. What's up, sir?
Hey, thank you.
Welcome.
God, keep the women
look
off
at
of
that.
it.
They were nice. We got a built-in crowd here. Look
This
at
is,
that. I see you already got fans and friends here.
yeah,
huh?
that's it.
That's
It's
nice.
my wife and my girlfriend.
I finally get to see your wife and your girlfriend. This is awesome, man.
I tried to.
I know which one's the wife by that statement.
Let me say girlfriend.
Oh, right,
There was
right,
supposed
right.
to be a hyphen there.
Yeah, you never say that, man. How long have you been doing this?
Well,
This ain't your first rodeo.
We've been married for 47 years.
So you just forgot. You forgot how to act right.
No, I was trying to say girlfriend.
Right, sure. No, I know what you're trying to say. Wink, wink.
Sue's girlfriend, too.
Right. Oh,
Girlfriend, like their best friend.
y'all are very progressive old schoolers. All right, very nice. We're live at Broadway 830. We're on the patio getting ready for Friday Night Live. We do it every Friday night featuring the rising stars of Texas country. Some of these stars have risen and then kind of went down and then rising again. And Dale, you're kind of that story, right, man? You had your day in the sun.
I was always everybody's backup,
Yeah.
The big stars. And when the last guy that I worked with was Mundo Earwood, he passed away about 6 years ago now, and he grabbed my shirt and he says, "Hey man, go do all those songs that you've written over the years." He goes, "Go do your own thing." And I'm like, dude, why did you tell me that when I didn't, I don't have any hair left, my teeth are falling out. I'm just kidding. But
No, he used you up during all the good years, right?
he did. He
Yeah.
used me up, man. And anyway, he was...
You always make it sound like a very big Godfather moment, like, hey, go and do your thing. I don't know.
It kind of was.
Did you kiss the ring? I mean,
I did. I kissed the ring and rode away in the sunset. But he was such a great songwriter and mentor. He wrote things for Mel Tillis. Vince Gill recorded a lot of his stuff.
It had his hits of his own as well, too. Didn't you guys have like a top 20 or 30?
Oh, yeah, we charted 28 songs.
Yeah, it's crazy,
in the
huh?
top 100.
So, and not only are you now doing your own thing after all this time, but you're actually kind of rekindling his legacy as well, too. You've covered a couple of his kind of classic songs as well, right?
I didn't want to go too heavy into that because the promoters and all that, they were like, Debbie real well. She's like, well, we're not going to do a Mundo clone,
Right.
We want you to do your songs. But the last two, I've actually covered one of his, "You're in Love with the Wrong Man," and I covered Hal Ketchum's song, "She's Still in Dallas." That song has always hit me really hard. Just, I guess when you live long enough, I'm still in love and she's still in Dallas.
Right, yeah.
Every man's been there.
Right,
you know, and so we just had such a good time with it.
No, but you're right. You're right, though, in that regard, that the older you get, the more it's relevant, because it's one thing to be a young man and kind of pining,
right.
But when 2 decades, 3 decades, 4 decades can go by and you still kind of like have that longing,
right?
That's a story, man. And you don't realize it until you get older and older and older and realize that. Not that you have that, because you're happily, you've got your wife and girlfriend over there.
Well, it's funny because I don't know how some of these young writers, and they're so good and so gifted, I don't know how they draw. It's taken me 50 years of songwriting to be able to draw on some of the experiences and stuff. And I've heard songwriters talk about that. A good friend of mine, Alan Shamblin, he wrote "The House That Built Me" for Miranda Lambert.
Uh-huh.
He won a Grammy for it, but him and we came from the same neighborhood almost. He right around the corner from me, and he was saying the same thing. He said, I wrote songs when I was young. I mean, he wrote songs for God, I can't even remember all the names, but he said my songwriting now in my 60s is so much better than it was when I was 19.
Right.
But people don't want to look at some old dude.
It's kind of interesting that way too, because now that you've kind of got all the knowledge and the experience, and you've honed your craft.
Right.
Now your looks are shot, your body's broke. You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot, brother.
I'm not talking about you. Hey, it actually applies for old radio guys too.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. Now that that I know what I'm doing, and the creativity's all there, and but there is something to be said about when you're young. Yeah, I think you're writing your idea of what a great song is, or
right.
your idea of what people want or an experience, and then when you get older, you're just writing what's is good. And
that's it. And you don't really write for a hit record anymore. You're not writing to score some big thing. You're just writing from your heart.
And isn't that really the one? The big ones. That's the way they come.
That's it.
It just comes from the heart, and it just kind of catches on. Yeah.
Well, that's what Mundo told me. He said, "Man, just keep writing." I said, "Give me some advice." And he goes, "Just keep writing. You're writing good stuff." He goes, "Just keep it up." He goes, "You throw 1,000,000 pieces out there, and maybe 1 or 2 of them stick." You know. Tell me about the awards thing. I don't mean to turn into the interviewer here, but I didn't get to go this year, and I know, I voted as many times as I could for you.
I appreciate that,
because I love you, and
we're old and we're technologically impaired, so it's a little tougher. It takes a little longer.
Yeah, I mean, making up all these names to
Oh yeah, I appreciate all those fake votes.
No, I was trying everything I could, and I know you made it to the finals.
We made it to the finals. Yep, we had a great time. So yeah, we just got back in. I guess it was day before yesterday from Arlington, Texas Regional Radio Music Awards. 12th annual was over at Texas Live. We did the Future Faces show on Sunday night, and there was 10 of the up and coming artists, performing and competing for a chance to play at the actual awards ceremony. They did pick a male and a female. They got John Hope, and I believe they picked Kate Watson, were the ones that and they performed the next night at the award ceremony. And man, we had a blast. Interviewed some of the biggest and best in the genre. I was kind of looking for you. Didn't see you guys out there, but I guess. But you're working a lot. You're on the road, man.
I've been working hard, and I got this opportunity to do 3 weeks down in Key West, and so we're
awesome.
Leaving straight from here down to there. And actually, we were kidding about the girlfriend thing, but Sue's bringing her friend because I'll be working a lot, and they can go see sights and stuff like that. So
yeah, so
being
a musician kind of pays off. It's like travel, a little bit of vacation when you can kind of fit it in. And so, are you having more fun the second round of kind of getting out there than you were the first round, or are there elements of the old way that you kind of miss sometimes too? I would imagine the camaraderie of having a group of guys and being young and hungry, and I guess the idea of the big rock star. But there's got to be something kind of cool also about kind of just knowing your place and having what you have, and just kind of, like I said, just kind of enjoying life now as you're getting older.
I just take fun gigs. That's the thing that I get to do, because financially I don't have to chase every buck that's out there, so I only do the ones I want to do.
Yeah.
So like when Robert Miguel calls me and says I get to come to Uvalde, I don't care if it's thousands of dollars or $40. I'm coming, because I love this place. But the thing that I miss, there's always two sides of the coin.
Yeah.
I miss the band.
Right.
We were a heavy-duty vocal group. Everybody in our band sang, so we were able to do a lot of Alabama and Gatlin Brothers, Eagles, everything that had that big harmony in there. And that's the thing I can't do anymore. And I refuse. I will not. My producer said, well, let me track out your stuff with all the harmonies on it, and then you can just sing to that. Well, that's like karaoke to me.
Right.
I'd rather just play and sing, and if
and then hopefully get the big band back together at some point, get something like that.
And I do. I have a crawfish festival in June in Tomball, Texas, where all the guys will be there. And I've got a show with Mo Bandy next month, and I'll get to play with his band.
That's so cool.
So I don't know if you remember Mo Bandy.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic. So you're still shaking the tree, man, making things happen, having a good time. So that's
I
cool.
really am, and like I said, there's the pros and cons. The pros is I'm at a place in my life where I can pick and choose what I want to do. The cons is there's not enough band work right now, and this is across the board. I mean, unless you're
Right.
Kinfo or something like
Yeah.
that. So I'm thinking of maybe putting like a trio together so I can do the less paying gigs but still have fun.
It does seem like, in the business side of it, that the dynamic and the requirements for keeping a group of guys together is a lot different now, because you've got all the different egos, you've got the different pay scales, and
That's it.
You've got scheduling, which
Right.
it seems like in the olden days,
Right.
people they jumped on, they wanted to have fun, you know what I mean? Like I said, where you're younger, you'll have a kind of a common vision, and it's like, hey, let's just jump in and do things. Now I feel like people are so concerned with compensation and fame and how it looks, I guess metrics and optics, to where it's like they don't want to take, you know what I'm saying, like that, like it's just hard to keep that together, because and that's life in general.
It is.
With social media, everybody's keeping track of what
Right.
you're doing and I guess status, and it's just sometimes we fail just to spite ourselves.
I fail every day, Robert. I'm the worst at social media. Like all the gigs I just told you about, they're not even on my website because I don't update it. I don't really try to work that hard at that, and that's not good. Debbie just wants to kill me every day, and so I said, Debbie, hire me somebody to do it. I'll pay them. I can't fool with that stuff.
Hey, some of your stuff I'll get you updated. It's all good.
There you go.
I got no problem doing it. I'm on the computer way too often all day. Anyway, we're here with Dale Phillips, all the way up from the beach. Where are you getting from?
I'm from South Padre,
South Padre,
but
yeah.
I just recently moved to the
Okay.
Hill Country,
Nice. All right.
Yes.
So whereabouts?
just north of Austin.
Excellent. Right.
And
Cool.
the reason being is, I could make really good money going to the island and playing Jimmy Buffett every night. And I've done that for the last 5 years, and I'm just burned out. And the country stations won't play you down there. There's 3 country stations down there. They're all iHeart.
Right.
The other one is
Just homogenized playlist,
They're
corporate
getting their
stuff.
list down from
Yeah.
New York. And they'll play you like at 3 in the morning.
Sure.
It's funny, but there's a station in Laredo that plays the snot out of me. There's a place in Corpus, 2 stations that play the heck out of me. In the Valley, I can't get one. I'll get, like I said, at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
thing.
and that most of these stations don't even have real live jocks there
They're
anymore
not.
anyway. So
Yeah.
it's a tough cookie to crack just to get your song in that little rotation. But man, we're happy to have you here, and we're glad that Uvalde is one of the places that you choose to actually come back and see
Well,
us here.
Uvalde plays real music.
All right, there you go.
I'm serious. Everybody that I've talked to, I run into all the people on the road and stuff, and they all love this place. They love what you're doing here because, you've got rock and roll covered, you've got country covered, you've got nostalgic stuff covered, you've got everything. And I think when we were talking about the old dude stuff, and I like the way that you give me a hard time about that, but this is the only place of Texas country music, Texas Red Dirt, where they don't care about that. If you're playing good music and you're still accepted. Gary P and I do a lot of shows together.
That's awesome.
And Gary's
He's still running out there doing his thing.
He's still
Yeah.
out there working. The guy worked 250 days last year.
He owes us a show at the Opera House. He had to cancel a recent show, but we're expecting him to
I'll
come back
call
soon.
him.
So yeah, it'll be
I'll
fun.
call him and I'll come
Slip
open
you
for him.
into that opening
there
show.
You go. I'd love to.
Well, yeah, we got Dale Phillips here. He's performing tonight, 7 p.m. for Friday Night Live, which is actually pretty soon. So let's go and get some music on, refresh everybody. I'm going to go and do your very first single that we played, One Hit Wonder, because we got time to play your new single. Let's just go ahead and ease into that, though, and we'll talk more about the latest single. But One Hit Wonder's got a warm, place in my heart. So let's get that one on. Dale Phillips, you're going to play it tonight, I'm sure, live, right?
I will. I'll play whatever you want.
All right, let's check it out. This is Dale Phillips, One Hit Wonder, and we are UvaldeRadio.com.
There's an old dance hall close to Mexico, somewhere between Nuevo and Laredo. on one last ride. So make me a one-hit wonder before I die. All I want is to hear that song on the radio tonight. And I'll play this song every night with pride. If you'll make me a one-hit wonder before I die. So make me a one-hit wonder before they put me 6 feet under. Please make me a one-hit wonder before I die.
Live from Uvalde, Texas, the crossroads of Texas and America. Texas Country at the Crossroads with Robert Miguel.
All right, we are back at Broadway 830, Texas Country at the Crossroads. Dale Phillips, you just heard his debut single, at least for me it was anyway, One Hit Wonder. Now that's been what, better part of 2 years now? Or how
Yeah,
was
it's
that
been
bad
a
boy?
couple of years now.
We're like old friends now.
Yeah, we've been
well,
around.
yeah.
You know, it was funny because you had a birthday thing going on.
Right, yeah.
And I showed
right
up.
here, yeah.
right here. And Debbie called me and she said, "Hey, are you anywhere near there?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, fly by there and say hi to Robert." And I didn't know you at the time.
Yeah, right, for sure.
And I stopped by, and I think the next week you started playing my song, and I just came by here and just to say hi. you
Yeah,
know?
no, I appreciated
And
that,
you-
man. It was a
you
lot of
were,
fun.
You were very good to me, man.
And you put on a heck of a cool little. We played for the crowd out here,
Yeah.
just kind of on the fly during the interview. And my parents absolutely loved you, So
Well, thanks a lot. Well, I love your parents too.
I don't mean to age you every time we speak. by
I
the
know
way.
how you are. You just slip little things in. That's a pro right there.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just. Look, Dale. You've been around the block, so have
And I'm
I,
okay.
It's all right. You do great, man.
Yeah, and I voted for Trump, by the way.
That's why we love each other, man. That's another reason why we got love. It's all good. So let's talk quickly about One Hit Wonder, because that is kind of like it really is a fitting kind of comeback song. It's
Yeah.
kind of essentially what it was for you, right?
Yeah, I was dreaming about how am I going to fulfill my promise to Mundo.
Uh-huh.
And my little brother passed away just a little before that, and he was the lead guitarist for Johnny Rodriguez. So when the Southern Comfort Band kind of split, I went with Mundo, and Rocky went with Johnny Rodriguez. So I'm thinking, how in the heck am I going to do this? And I was thinking, Dead Skunk in the Middle of the Road, no. Just a swinging, but I didn't care what the song was, but I needed to make those guys proud, And
Yeah.
anyway, that song came out of that longing for having a hit, that we could just kind of ride,
Yeah.
and then I could get the band back together and get the guys working again. And
Because that's really kind of what it takes sometimes. Sometimes you can have an illustrious long-term career on one good hit. I mean, there's so many 80s bands, especially.
oh my God,
You
they're
know?
still working their butts off
Yeah.
from one song.
And they will go to festival over festival, and they will have a big tour every summer and fall, and we all wait for a 30, 45-minute set to really hear that one particular song.
Exactly.
But hey, you know what? It's worth it. It's worth the ticket price if the song is good enough, right?
You remember the song? I want to get my picture on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Sure. What was that? Don't tell me the name of the band. Was that Dr. Hook?
No.
No. Wait, hold on. Cover of the Rolling Stone was by. I forget. Name of the band.
I do too.
Okay.
That's how weak this band was. They
So
had one song.
Maybe I'm right. I think it is Dr. Hook. So
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be, but I don't think it was Dr. Hood.
You don't think so?
No. He did that song. I got a song, ain't got no melody. I'm gonna sing it to myself. Anyway,
Cover of the Rolling Stone's a cool song, though.
it's a cool song,
It really
and they
is.
actually made the cover of the Rolling
They
Stone
did because
for
of that song. Yeah, for sure.
But they never had another hit,
No.
and so
So who are some of your other favorite one-hit wonders?
well, probably, now you put me on the spot. I
All
can't
right,
think.
right.
I can't think. How
That's
about
okay.
you?
Well, okay, the first one that comes to my mind is like Your Love by The Outfield.
Oh yeah.
If you remember that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
mostly it's going to be 80 songs.
Yeah, I love that.
Take On Me by A-ha.
Well, that was
classic
the
80s song.
era.
Yeah.
That was the era of the one-hit song.
The 80s were the big era of the
Yeah.
one-hit wonder because of MTV. You know, you got
Right.
a big flashy song, flash in the pan, but made such a big influence on an entire generation because of the video attached as well
Right.
too, which was at the time a blossoming, media that was still relatively new. But I mean, yeah, you got like Safety Dance by Men Without Hats and various a lot of the new wave stuff, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
But there's a few
And there was
80s
some
rock
punk rock
one-hit wonders
bands,
too.
too.
Yeah, for sure.
They just blasted one song out.
Country artists tend to have a few more. Right? Country radio tends to give them a good handful of hits, and before they toss them away.
Right. And, we were straight open for us a couple of times before he got big because we had Mundo was 17 when he wrote his first hit record.
Yeah.
So we were young, and Straight was about to give up. He said, "This is my last try." And he'd been pounding them out there, man, and he had good backing and good
Yeah.
money and everything. And finally, that song, I think, Unwound, the
Yep.
woman that I had wrapped around my finger.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that the next thing you know, he's playing the Houston Rodeo.
Yeah, he's
and
taking
I'm
off.
going, wow, where'd this guy come from? Because we just seen him at Green Hall, and he didn't have a hit record, and he was. But anyway, you're right. It's like, look how long he stayed around.
Right, yeah.
And he just kept working and kept working. And I love what Garth Brooks did when he came back and worked all the medium markets again, and him and Trisha Yearwood, they were sitting out there visiting all the DJs and everything.
Yeah.
He played Green Hall. He was playing all these small markets. He could sell out,
Right.
Reliant Stadium 3 nights in a row if he wanted
But
to.
it's cool to kind of not forget your roots, come
That's
back
it.
to, and especially those venue owners, like you said, some of the DJs and some of those people that were there that first lap around. It's neat when you can make another pass and kind of shake
That's
their
it.
hand and stuff. Well, and you're obviously one of those guys. You're just gracious to the core. So again, we got Dale Phillips here. He's going to perform here in a few minutes. We're running late on this thing. So 7 to 10 p.m. every Friday night here at Broadway 830. The address is 100 East Main Street. Tonight, from what I understand, I hope this is not an April Fool's joke, they've got BOGO, buy one, get one free beer. I think it's a limited one, though, beer. Or is it actual one? Go ahead, tell me.
Do you see the little glass over there by the big one?
Yes, I do.
That's the free one.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that a beer or a shot?
It's a beer. That
A
if
little-
you buy the big one, you get that little one free.
That's so cute.
I know.
I'm gonna do that.
That is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I love that. This is a cool place like that.
Well, they just put the fools in April Fools. I'm the
There
April
you
Fool
go.
here tonight. So, yeah, so come over here and get yourself a big beer and a tiny beer and some delicious artisan pizza, and take care of your waiters and watch Dale perform tonight. He's going to do all his hits and then a few cover songs, maybe a few
Sure.
one-hit wonders. And let's go and do your current single. Why don't you, since we're running out of time here, give us a quick backstory on She's Still in Dallas.
She's Still in Dallas was a song by Hal Ketchum, and it didn't go real good for him. And Hal's been around. He passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
So they came and pitched the song to me and said, "Hey, man, would you cover this song?" And I don't normally do that. I like to do my songs.
Yeah.
I covered Mundo, of course, but
that may as well
he was
be
my
your stuff.
buddy,
Yeah.
And so when they pitched me on this, I was like, I remembered the song, but not real well.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they started playing it, and that swing, that Texas swing, I
Yeah.
went, oh my God, that's it. And so I recorded it, but it was just going to be an album filler.
It's definitely your style, and you make it sound good.
Oh,
It's definitely your
man.
thing, yeah.
That, the guys put all they had into it, and they really ripped that song.
So now, did you record this at BMG San
Yeah,
Antonio with
BGM.
BGM? Sorry, yes, with Bill Green.
Yes.
Yeah, so-
Bill's a monster.
I want to say he was there with Debbie at the award ceremony over the weekend.
He better have been.
I saw Debbie and I saw a gentleman with him, but I've never seen Bill Green in person, so I
we
wasn't
don't
sure
know
what
that
he
he
looked
actually
like.
exists. I don't think I've seen him. He records my stuff, but he's behind the thing.
Right? You got some tempered
Yeah,
glasses.
he's just like, you sucked on that one. Do it again. That's all I ever hear.
It's more like you're in one of those police questioning rooms.
Yeah, no, it is. It's like an interrogation.
That's awesome.
Are you going to sing flat all night? No, Bill, I'm not. I'm sorry. That was my first take.
Well, again, Bill was up for Studio of the Year for the awards that we were talking about earlier, and also a specialty show which of course we voted for him on both counts.
Right.
I don't think they walked away with either one of those trophies.
He didn't get it.
But he has in the past. So.
He has won them, yeah.
Congrats
He's
to
a monster.
Bill Green and Debbie, of course.
Don't y'all run his show on Saturdays?
CD Tex, the CD Tex radio show, which is a great program. So listen tomorrow morning from 8 to 10 a.m. right here.
See?
Love us to play your stuff.
Bill's he owes me an hour of studio time for
There
getting
you
that
go,
in.
little shameless plug there. Well, let's go and get the song on.
Okay,
We'll come
buddy.
back. We'll wrap it up here.
Okay.
Dale Phillips, she's still in Dallas, and this is UvaldeRadio.net.
I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. Is she ever coming back to me? I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. She's long gone and I'm all alone and sad as I can be. Well, she went to spend a week back home. Said her heart was broken. Said she needed time alone to think about it all. Now a week has come and gone, and still no word's been spoken. She puts her mama on the phone every time I call. And I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. Is she ever coming back to me? I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. She's long gone and I'm all alone and sad as I can be. Well, I wonder if I drove on down and told her I was sorry. Would she say she's heard it all 1,000 times before? Well, I wish that I could walk on up and tell her not to worry, but I don't believe her mom would even call her to the door. And I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. Is she ever coming back to me? I'm still in love. She's still in Dallas. She's long gone and I'm all alone and sad as I can be. Long gone and I'm all alone and sad as I can be.
Texas Country at the Crossroads with Robert Miguel, featuring the best country music from the Lone Star State. Live from Uvalde, Texas, the Crossroads of Texas and America.
All righty, we are live at Broadway, 830 100 East Main Street, downtown Uvalde, getting ready for Friday Night Live, running just a smidge late. I always am. I'm going to start moving these interviews back just up a little bit so we can give you time to get up there and do your thing. But we just heard Dale Phillips. His new song is called She's Still in Dallas, promoted by Debbie Green over there with...
Oh, my gosh.
She's an amazing lady.
She is, and she's a school teacher. I mean,
is she really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. How did I not know that?
Her background was teaching school.
Really?
And she will teach you this business whether you want to learn it or not.
You know, I'll be honest, she's taught me a lot of this business. So
Yeah.
we've talked about this before. You know, I came from rock radio, came and did the gig here at the local FM here a few years back, and Debbie was one of the first Texas country promoters that reached out to me and that I kind of built a rapport with, and she's walked me along many times along the way and been very blunt and very honest about things that I really appreciate her being, and giving me some inside without being, without scaring me away.
Well,
useful stuff. So
have you ever, for me, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes I can just kind of bend the truth a little when I'm just talking, and kind of, especially a bunch of guys sitting around, all of a sudden I'm 6 feet tall and stuff like that. But Debbie doesn't know how to lie. Debbie will tell you straight to your face exactly what you don't want to hear.
Yeah, and that's what you need to hear sometimes.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
Sure.
Especially the younger artists, they think this is, you pay your money and you get a hit record. It don't work like that.
No.
You can spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially in Nashville. That's where we started with Mundo. Mundo was being promoted out of Nashville and had a big record deal. And then we found out that the promoter had embezzled over $1 million.
Oh my Lord!
So we were coming back from Canada, and they let us keep the equipment, but they confiscated the bus. So we're standing on the side of the road, just on this side of the border, with all of our equipment sitting out on the highway. And
How have we never talked about this before? This is good stuff. Now I know what we got for the next interview.
You got it.
I know there's going to be a lot of good stories here. But again, Dale Phillips performs tonight here at Broadway 830, part of our Friday Night Live series. Next weekend, if I'm not mistaken, I think we've got Casey Beck coming down from Austin. Shortly thereafter, we've got Alora Leonard coming in from, she's from Hondo, but I think she's parking in San Antonio these days. Also in the month of April, we have got, let's see here, Weston Rips from Castroville, and I forget, somebody else that's really great. But, Kendi Jean, all the way from Fort Worth. So, so check out our calendar on UvaldeRadio.net. So yeah, and again, Dale Phillips back here for another pass in Uvalde, and I guess, Dale, for those who are listening and are trying to get over here to see the show, what have you got on tap for us tonight? What are you gonna throw out there?
The thing that I learned a long time ago is not to play for me. I play for, and I guess my friends used to call me the music prostitute, because if you want to hear,
if you know what, you'll play it.
Billie Jean's Not My Lover, I'll try it. You know what I mean? So I guess what I'm saying is that, within reason, if it's something in my genre or my memory bank, I want to entertain, and I want to have people enjoy what we do. I'm not the purist. I've worked with those guys, and they're so great, and their voices are operatic and everything. And they're going to sit there and do what they want to do, and if you like it, fine. If you don't, get up.
Right, I hear you.
I'm not that guy.
No, you're here to host a party.
I'm here to host the party.
Yeah, very cool.
And if somebody throws something out, and they want to hear it, they put a $5 bill on the napkin that they write it on, I'll play it.
Awesome.
And I'm just kidding about the $5 bill. It's 20.
He needs a big beer and a tiny little baby beer.
Yeah, really.
So y'all look on our Facebook page.
These are O'Douls if Debbie's listening.
Of course they are. Yep, that's right. Like we said, Dale likes to stretch the truth every now and again. Dale Phillips here tonight at Broadway 30. Again, the address 100 East Main Street. We do it every Friday night. It's called Friday Night Live, and the interview series is called Texas Country at the Crossroads. Dale, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I cannot wait to see you do a set here.
I love you, man.
All right, brother. Give us the social media, where to find you online and all that stuff.
It's just DalePhillips.com.
Just find Dale Phillips.
Yeah, DalePhillips.com and Dale Phillips on Facebook. I'm the only one around, I think.
Right on.
So I'm the only one with DalePhillips.com for sure.
For sure. All right, man. We'll go surf forward towards Dale, and don't miss the show if you get an opportunity to see him. And give us a quick rundown of the trip you're about to take here too.
Well, I'll be 3 weeks in Key West.
That's awesome.
Got several different places I'm playing there, and I'll be back. And then on the 21st, I'll be in Victoria, Texas with Mo Bandy. And then June the 25th, I'm in Tomball, Texas with Wayne Toops.
That's awesome.
Crazy Cajun dude. They're doing a big crawfish festival, and we're the opener for him.
May as well mention it here because Skyway Entertainment brings us this event next Saturday, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday, April 9th. There is a big crawfish boil and partay over at Hangar 6 Air Cafe, which you played at before.
Why am I not there? Because I'm in Florida.
Exactly,
that's right.
There you go. And they threw this on me last minute as well, too. So Saturday, April 9th, a big crawfish boil with Ra Ra and the Zydeco All-Stars.
Oh, what a great name.
Yeah, so
I love that.
Play some Cajun music out there, and so make plans to do that next weekend. Meanwhile, tonight, Friday Night Live with Dale Phillips here at Broadway 830, and that's going to wrap it up here, buddy. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Robert.
Let's get some music going on. That's going to wrap it up. This is UvaldeRadio.net.